Hey guys, it's Cammy. So I'm making my first video today on my Creepy Cat Lady channel, which is funny because I'm not even a cat person, but that's a whole other video in itself. My first video is part one of a two-part video. The second part will be released on Friday. Um, anyway, so a lot of people know that, also I have it all written out because I tend to go off script and that's not good. Anyway. So most of my friends already know that Harleen is my kitten. She's a little white and black kitty, long hair, really cute. She's also my emotional support animal. However, a lot of people don't know or don't understand the concept of an ESA or why I need one, and that's kind of the point of this video. So there will be some foreshadowing into part two, and I'll just foreshadowing warning. When Harleen was stolen from me, part two, I lost my shit altogether, and a lot of people, I don't blame them, they don't understand, but a lot of people were like, well, what's it matter, she's just a cat, and what a lot of people didn't realize is that to me, she's not just a cat, and that's the point of this video. So I'm gonna give you some really dark, I'm not gonna lie, it's really dark backstory, and I will hopefully end it on a positive note. Let's go. So, in October 2014, I was in a relationship with someone that I really hated. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hated this person. But I felt guilty about leaving the relationship because he intimidated me and he scared me. He kept pressuring to have sex with me, and I didn't want to, and I was miserable and lonely, and that's not the point of a relationship, you know? And I should have known. We had broken up a couple of times beforehand. I should have known. I shouldn't have gotten back together with him because it kept happening. But I did because I was lonely. Anyway, I genuinely felt like I couldn't leave him. Long story short, in October of last year, I was sexually assaulted by my then, at the time, boyfriend in a Carmel High School bathroom. The ones in between the 15 through 18 and those bathrooms right there in the women's bathroom. I broke up with him, and I didn't tell anybody about what happened except for my best friend. In a lot of this, my best friend was the only one who knew for a very long time. So 2 months later, I took a pregnancy test and found out that I was pregnant. I told my best friend, being like, dude, what should I do? She said, you know what, before you make any decisions, talk to him. I'd already decided I was going to keep the baby, though. I have been sexually assaulted in my past, and also because of genetics, it's been a very real thing that I might not be able to have children, and I thought, you know what, despite the circumstances, this could be a gift to me, you know, a chance to grow. And even though it's sad, it did give me a chance to grow. So I went and talked to my ex-boyfriend, and I told him I'm pregnant, and he got really excited, and I didn't understand because he had just done this really violent thing to me a few months ago, and now he was excited and he wanted to start a family and he wanted to be there and he wanted to start working more, and I said, yo, dude, whoa, slow your roll, homie. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you in this child's life. I want you out. And I gave him an ultimatum. I'm not gonna lie, I was bluffing a little bit. I told him that if he told anybody about what happened, about me being pregnant, or he tried to involve himself in the pregnancy, that I was going to go to the authorities about the sexual assault. I wasn't going to in the first place because even though I hated this guy on a fundamental level, I care about human beings. And while what he did was fucked up, I didn't want to ruin his life because he hadn't even finished high school yet. He had just turned 18, and I didn't think that was fair to him. He agreed. Flash forward to February. Still haven't told anyone. I hadn't told my mom because I was afraid of how she would react, and I still haven't told my mom. So on Valentine's Day, late at night, I woke up, and to spare you the gory details, I found out that I had miscarried. The next day, I went to Planned Parenthood and got checked out by a doctor who said I was healthy, but once again reminded me the chances of me being able to get pregnant are very small. I'm not a fertile person. That's just genetics. It has nothing to do with my past. It's just genetics. I'm not a fertile person. I'm not barren. It's hard. It would be a difficult task. And I was torn up. I was like, this could have been my only chance, and it was taken away from me, and I got depressed and angry, and immediately I wished I had told my mom so that I could be with her and tell her, Mommy, I need a hug, and be the little 2-year-old who needs coddling by her mommy. But I couldn't tell her, especially not now. So I told Ashley, who's my best friend. But the way I felt was that, imagine there's a hinge on this side. Someone just opened me up and with like an ice cream scooper or a melon baller just scooped all emotion, all feeling, everything, even pain, just scooped everything out, and I just felt numb, like an empty shell of what I used to be, and it was awful. And I started cutting again. I started drinking, and I started talking badly about myself, and I started hitting myself, and I started having really bad schizophrenic episodes. And flash forward, I've now graduated high school. I've made amazing new friends who I trust with my life, who are my family for all intents and purposes. I confided about the baby to them. And one day, after having a really bad schizophrenic episode revolving around that kind of anxiety and depression and panic about the baby, my friend took me to the PetSmart saying, you know what, let's go look at the pets, you know? I'm so sorry. This sucks because I don't have editing. Oh well, anyway. Let's go look at the pets. And I was like, oh, I don't even like cats. I'm not a cat person. I'm really not. That's another video, but I'm not a cat person. And once we got into where the cats are, there was this one. There were like 3 other kittens with her, but there was this one, and she stood out, not just because she looked different, but the way she was interacting with me. I wasn't even paying attention to her. I was looking at the older cats on the top, and she just kept like hitting at the wall and like meowing and clawing at her cage, basically like, hey, pay attention to me, damn it, I have something to tell you. And I sat with her for like an hour, and my friends went out and did their thing, and I just sat with the cat for like an hour and a half. And I decided at the end of that day that this is a sign that I need this cat. So I got all my graduation money. I talked to the people who were going to be looking after her while I was at home, because my mom's house was not cat friendly. Arranged everything. Paid $350 in supplies and the adoption fees. And 3 days later, I had a beautiful kitty, and I was a proud cat mommy. And this is the part where I need the script. So, a lot of people wonder, well, what's the purpose of an ESA or a companion pet? Like, is it like a service animal? And it kind of is. For me, Harleen serves the purpose of helping me manage my post-traumatic stress, bipolar depression, schizophrenia, panic attacks, anxiety, irritability, depression. Since I've adopted her, the 3 major things that I've been able to accomplish that I am so proud of, mostly of her, is that she has helped me get to this point. I've completely stopped self-harming. There was a period while she was missing part 2 where I did recede back into old habits, but that's another video. I completely stopped listening. When I have schizophrenic episodes, there are negative voices in my head that tell me to do bad things to myself, and it's so easy, or it was so easy for me to just listen to them and do what they told me. And since I got Harleen, I was able to fade them out and not listen to them and just think happy thoughts and breathe. This is also thanks so much to my friend who I've known him now for 6 months, and he is the best thing that has ever happened to me, as well as Harleen. Also, I have been completely medication free for 3 months now, 4 months, and I was on all sorts of medications for antipsychotics, schizophrenia, a slew of different medications, and while I was coping with Harleen, I was able to wean off the medication, and now I am completely med-free with absolutely no negative side effects, only good things. And so that's the positive note I'm going to end it on, and I will make a follow-up video to this, but I will see you on Friday when I make part 2 of this video, which is a lot darker than this, so be prepared and don't leave just because of that, because I swear it'll get better. Anyway, I will see you on Friday. Stay lovely, my lovelies. I will see you on Friday. Bye, guys.